An apartment building in Brooklyn, New York, was turned into a murder scene on Sunday, October 29, when an argument over noise escalated into a fatal shooting. A man and his stepson were killed. News.com has learned that the incident occurred on the fourth floor of an East Flatbush housing complex on 1418 Brooklyn Avenue. The surveillance footage that captured the incident shows a man dressed in black pacing angrily outside his upstairs neighbor's apartment moments before a woman can be seen emerging from the apartment to hold a conversation with the man. The surveillance footage obtained by the New York Post has no audio, so it is unknown exactly what was said during the conversation. She is soon joined by a young man, who the police have identified as the woman's son, 27-year-old Chinwai Mode. Moments into the conversation, Mode's stepdad, Vladimir Mathrin, can be seen angrily walking out of his apartment with a pair of scissors in his hand and confronting his downstairs neighbor. The situation escalates when the neighbor pulls out a handgun and points it at Mathrin. A 47-year-old school bus driver, Mathrin ignored the gun, possibly thinking that the neighbor was only trying to intimidate him. As soon as he turned and started walking back to his apartment, the neighbor shot him, and he immediately collapsed on the ground. The footage shows that when Mo tried to get away from the assailant, the neighbor fired multiple shots at him, and fired at least 2 additional shots after the 27-year-old had collapsed onto the ground already. The neighbor then walked over to Mathrin, who was still struggling, and fired another shot at him. The New York Post reported that following the whole incident, the neighbor took the elevator, got out onto the street, and fled the scene. The neighbor was identified as Jason Pass, 47, and remained at large Tuesday afternoon, October 31st. The woman seen in the footage is Mathrin's wife and Mode's mother, Marie DeLille, who said that her family has been involved in arguments over noise with the downstairs neighbor for years. On Sunday, the night of the incident, the neighbor reportedly began banging on his ceiling over loud noise. Mathrin reportedly banged back, which prompted the neighbor to rush upstairs and kick on the family's front door. "I was in the kitchen, doing dishes in the sink, I heard bang bang bang. I asked did anybody make noise? The kids be like, no mommy, nobody made noise. My husband banged back. The man came upstairs and kicked the door," DeLille said in a statement to WCBS TV, adding that the neighbor hates us with every bone in his body. The family also called him psychotic, and added that the man would often complain about loud noises when the family was not actually making any. DeLille told WCBS, "My husband had no gun, no weapon. Why did you bring a gun to shoot my family? Why would you bring a gun to tear my family apart?" Mathrin's friends are also saddened by his untimely death. Family friend Mikhail Lewis told WCBS, "He's a muscular guy. He looks intimidating, but that's not who he is. He is a wonderful guy." Currently, the family is trying to cope with the unforeseen tragedy, while demanding justice to be served.